Hello, welcome back to Sabretooth and Nethemba, where we care about your security. It's Try Hack Me Tuesday. As you can see, we have 11, 11, 11. Let's do easy then. We're already there. What do we fancy? Let's just pick at random, eyes closed, and then mKingdom. Okay. Easy, 60 minutes. Might be okay. Oh, is that? Okay, Mushroom Kingdom. Got it. Join room. And then we'll get this box running. Hopefully. A lot of people are rooted. There's not many who's halfway. Let's see what we can do. Please wait up to 3 minutes for the machine to boot. Is it possible to read any hints here? No. What is user? What is root? Perfect. Good. Up to 3 minutes, eh? So, let's make a new... so what is it? mKingdom, right? And then we will do that as well. Add a subnode. Yeah, that's an N on there, isn't it? Perfect. Kingdom. Edit node. Is there an edit node anywhere? Change node properties. There we go. Just to make it awkward, you think edit would be quite a useful option, but no, guess not. Do we have the IP? 3, 2, I know it says 3 minutes to boot up, but if I run a scan now, then I can run another one in a few minutes, I suppose. So, nmap T5. Do I need a, yeah, T5. All ports, all scripts. Well, aggressive scan, and then this. And we'll see how this does. I don't know what this one's about, other than it maybe being about Mario. But we'll see. We shall see, we shall see. Okay, we've got port 85 HTTP. Huh. Oh no, owned again. Huh. Well, it did say leave 3 minutes, leave it 3 minutes or so, so I'm going to wait another couple of minutes and then run another scan, but for now, we will take a look at port 85, I guess, which is quite weird. Normally port 80 is web, but 85 this time. Let's take a look. Okay. View source. Nothing there looks too interesting. We can try robots.txt as we do, and then do a GoBuster. No, robots.txt. Okay. So I was going to do Annie, but I changed my mind. I thought I'd do go for an easy, and then do medium next time. So maybe Annie next time. So 3 minutes. Yeah, it's been about that. So we'll run that again. See if there's any others, and we will do a GoBuster. Okay. Okay, I've got the big list already going. Maybe I should do a medium or small to start with. Let's do medium. See how that does. Oh, it's found app. That's quite useful already. That has got nothing different at all, so I'm quite happy that that scan is okay. GoBuster's found app. It may find some other things, so we'll keep it running, but let's just make some sort of... It's interesting that there's no port 22 SSH here. It's a little bit concerning. Whatever, we will try app. Let's see what this does. App. Okay. Nothing interesting in here. Literally just hit this button, I suppose. I am in frame, that's good. Okay, it's loading something, but I don't know what. Let's take a look at that source again. Location castle. Okay. Well, can we just go to app castle? Is that what it's trying to do? Huh. It's taking a while. I'm not sure whether that's because of GoBuster or not. Okay, Toad's website. Ooh, nice. Okay. A very expensive web app. We have a blog. We have contact and a form here. Let's keep looking. Right, as much as this probably is useless, I'm going to quickly read through it because sometimes passwords and things can be in things like this. From my friend. Nope. Okay. Some text. It's better than lorem ipsum, I guess. Clever. Contact us. Elemental. Oh, there's a login button hidden down here. Let's open that in a new tab. We'll open blog in a new tab, and we will open contact in a new tab and see how this works. Okay, so we have a blog here. Believe it or not. Is that the only post? Archives all. Okay, that's the only post on the blog. No results found. Contact Google Maps. And we have some sort of thing here. It might be worthwhile using Burp Suite on this, you know. Right, well, we have a contact form, so keep that in mind. Not too worried about the blog. The login here. Admin, you know what we normally do. Admin password and guest admin and whatever. Guest. Admin no, admin password. And then we can start a brute force on this form, I suppose, if we need to. We've got a forgot password link as well. That could be useful to get an email address or something. God, this is slow. What is happening? Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, so XXX. Email address x@x.com. Oh, what? Admin password worked? Huh. Nice. Okay, I think we're better. Okay. There is a login page at App Castle. This allows admin password. Quite rare that a manual brute force like this pays off, but every now and again. So let's see what we can do here. Concrete5.org. Concrete 5. What is Concrete 5? Open source content management system for teams. Interesting. What if we can get a version on this? Let's just check. Hang on. Extend Concrete 5. Let's try that. Or maybe up here with the... Oh, no, maybe not. Currently installed, awaiting installation. It's not got a version number though. Update add-ons. What if we go to welcome then? I think that's where it starts, but if we can get a version number, it'd be nice. Welcome back, waiting for me. My account. Let's try my account. We've got customized as well, which we'll take a look at as well. My account, admin at Mushroom Kingdom. Again, there's nothing there which is useful. I do want to go back to the website. Oh man. Oh, we've got this as well, which we can try. So many things to try. Right, let's go back here and go to customize and see if that makes any difference at all. We've got files as well. We might be able to upload something here. No, not at all. Let's try files and see if we can upload something. Themes, we might be able to upload something in themes as well. Perhaps. So we can okay, we've got lots of images. We can upload some files. Attributes. What about attributes? Okay, that's just that. File sets. Before I start doing things, I just want to look around at my options. Stacks and blocks, system and settings. Oh my goy. Files, SEO, permissions, email, login, registration, update, environment, information. That might be what we need. Because if we can get some information, aha, version 8.5.2. Nice, we've got a version now, so we can start looking up some exploits and things. This shows Concrete 5, version 8.5.2. That makes sense. That makes sense. So if that's version 8.5.2, let's take a look in search exploits at this point. Version 9, version 8.10, 8.30, 8.5.4, that's an XSS. So there's nothing here for 8.5.2. Let's have a look on Google. Concrete 5, version 8.5.2, exploit. Concrete 5 up to and including 8.5.2 allows unrestricted upload of file with dangerous types of PHP. Oh yeah, cool. This is what I was going to try anyway. This is what I was going to try. So let's take a look. I'm sure it's just going to say what it was going to do anyway. It's possible to modify site configuration to upload PHP. Right, so it doesn't allow PHP straight off. Interesting. Okay, so this shows. I'm just gonna put that. So there's a way to actually enable. It's going to be in the system and settings somewhere. So let's take a look. We're looking for file types or something, aren't we? I guess. Systems and settings files. More like it. Aha, file extensions to accept. So I can put in PHP. Okay, so let's make a note of this. Add PHP here. Lovely. So providing we can save this, we should be able to as the admin. Great. Which means we should now be able to upload a reverse shell. Or even C99. Let's try C99 straight off. That'll be quite good. Doesn't always work, but we're going to do that. What am I after? Progress scripts. Nope, row on shells. C99.php. Is that it? One file uploaded. We got a web shell. Perfect. Perfect. We upload C99.p. I could have always just uploaded the PHP reverse shell, which I might do anyway. But this is pretty good. So we've got C99. We can always just run commands here like you know, ls back a directory. Okay, and go back another one. What is happening? Whoa. Okay. I'll put all this stuff here. Huh. Okay, so we might as well just run a reverse shell from here. I could have just uploaded the PHP shell. But we'll do it from here. That's fine. Oh, it does show our current directory here, right? And probably at the top as well. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. So we will do hack resources, reverse shell. I'm going to just hit the normal bash shell. Let's throw this in here with 191, what was it, 10, 14, 1, 02, 67, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I will just check that in a second. So we're going to do if config, that is correct, and then nc lvp 1, 2, 3, 4. That's now waiting for a connection back. Move back to here, just throw that in here, execute. Huh, no shell back, interesting. I thought that would have worked. So I will try one more, and then after that I'll just upload the PHP shell. The other one which sometimes works is this one right here. So we'll try that one instead. So just change that to 10, 14, 1, 2, 6, 7. And we'll see if this one works. Which it could. Might not. Right, that has done nothing, and therefore that means the connection's blocked because we have a shell right here. Great. Who am I? www data. Perfect. Good. So yeah, I mean, fine. Let's go to the home directory and see what there is. There's Mario and Toad. ls Mario. ls Toad. Okay, both of these users we cannot access as. I wonder if we're going to have to go through other users. Okay. Let's limpy straight off in that case, because we might as well. Or maybe we can do a PSPy as well, see if there's a cron job. But first we will limpies. So cd into temp. We're going to wget http 10, 14, 102, 67. And we're going to get limpies dot. But before I do that, I obviously need to go to cd previous scripts, Python 3. We're going to start a server here, http server, and that's on port 80. We're going to need sudo for that, I think. Okay, so that's running. It's now going to download limpies. We're going to change the mode to make sure it's executable, and then we're going to run limpies, and hopefully that's going to show us the way forward. I don't rely on, I mean, I use limpies a lot, but there have been challenges that I've had from Rick. No limpies challenges. Check those out if you want to see how I handle stuff like this without limpies. But this makes it easier. And even for exams like OSCP. Now, back when I did OSCP, limpies wasn't really a thing. That's how long ago that was. But there were other exploit suggesters and things which I did use. So even for OSCP, this sort of thing is permitted, so use it. It helps. You know, it's like if you're building a house and you have bricks and you have cement or mortar or grout or whatever you use, then you can build a wall or build, let's say, a house, but you can build a wall. But that's using limpies. If you have to if you have to make the bricks yourself and get all the stone and crush it and then compact it together and then set it into a shape just to make a brick, do you see what I mean? There's just no point when things like bricks are already made. So similar with limpies, don't feel bad about using things like this, because you still need to know how to read it, what's important, what isn't, and it's good to get to know things like this. A lot of exploits on this system. I did not check. Let me go to the top. Did not check what type it was. Ubuntu 14. Wow, that's old. Okay. Exploit suggested scripts. What is this? Cloud config. Yeah. Okay, that's now moving by itself, which means it's messing up my positioning here. There's a database running. Interesting, but that makes sense because it's a website. What if there's like Mario or Toad's username and password in that database? I will have to check that. I don't know what's running on 631. That's interesting and local. Might have to take a look at that in a moment. I should make a note of it, really. I'll go back and do so. I need to. Nothing here other than that port 631 seems useful at the minute. Okay. Now SSHD, but SSH isn't running on this system, I don't think. Which makes it even more interesting. And port 22 definitely isn't open. Oh, look at this. So var www html app castle application from database.php mKingdom Toad is the best. So we've got a password here. I'm guessing it's Toad's password, but I wonder if that's the password for his account as well as. Okay, we'll come back to that as well. GPG key there. What is happening? Oh, look at this. So we have sued on cat. So we'll take a look at that in a moment as well. We've sued on bin cat. I'm guessing that's the way in. You could just use GTFO bins. I'm intrigued about Toad though. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go GTFO bins and then put in cat here as suid. Oh, and I can read any file. So I could read the root flag from here. It's not going to give me root access. It's just going to allow me to read the root flag. I'll tell you what, I'll do that. If I can't find a way to root it, then I'll just read the root flag and be done with it and read the user flag using this. But I think I'm going to try and get root instead, because you might as well, right? Might as well. So let me just put here, can read any file. So let's see if this works. It's a database username and password, but there is a chance that, hang on a minute, which Python? Okay, so Python command imports pty, and then from pty we're going to use the spawn function to create a new shell, bin bash. So So now I can go su toad, change to the user toad. Ah, that let me in. That's great. That's great. That's great. Nice. So let me make a copy of that. Good. I was hoping that was the case. So we've got access as toad. The question is now, as this user, what can we do next? Well, let's take a look. Sudo L, just see if we've got any sudo rights. We already know the password, which is there. Okay, so there's no sudo rights here. I could run limpies again as toad. I think first I'm just going to look in his home directory. See what's in there. smb.txt. Huh. Super Mario Brothers. Okay. I mean, SMB is also a like secure message bus, but whatever. Is this giving me the hint to use PSPy? PS. There's a Y. PS. Huh. I was going to do that anyway to see if there's any cron jobs eventually, but I wonder if that's giving me the hint to do that. Why else would they use those exact characters? Intriguing, intriguing. But there's no user flag in there, so... Okay, what was I going to do? What was I literally talking about before then? I was going to run limpies again, right? Just to see if anything is different as this user with more rights. But really I should just run PSPy as well, just to see. Okay, this is going to take a while. So whilst this is happening, I'm going to grab my phone, just check some messages because it's good to do so. Nothing too intriguing. Well, not that I can see. So, nothing intriguing. Right, let's see. Broken pipe. Clever. Exploits again, which we could just run and get root immediately, but where's the fun in that, guys? Half the fun is figuring out the puzzle. This doesn't look too... Doesn't look too different at the minute. I mean, some of this is different. So we've got cron jobs. Not really. We will look at PSPy soon anyway, I think. Path service files, listeners. Again, there's nothing much here. Policy users. Don't normally come across those. Not quite sure what to do with those. Hostname, host and DNS. mKingdom, background images, concrete. I see, that must be the host file. Okay. Networks. Again, port 631 is still sort of pointing at me. Mario. I think Mario is who we need to move to, I guess. Nothing important there. Huh. Public archive. LDAP. Nope. Private SSH keys were found. I doubt that, but okay. Certificates. And again, we've got that mKingdom told is best, blah, blah, blah. I think the rest of it probably isn't going to be important. Config files. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's a few database files. There's nothing here that's taking my interest at the moment. No, there really isn't. So that wasn't very good, I guess. So I'm just looking at the top again. Writable folder, run SHM. Yep, fair enough. System information. Ubuntu, yeah. Yeah, file systems. Private information side environment variables. No. Whoa, hang on. I missed that. Log name Toad. Print working, not print working directory. Token, password token. Print working directory. Token. What is this? That isn't what I was looking for, but it was something I was just checking to do with these ports. Where were they? I couldn't remember. It's 6.3 something. 6.30? Was it? I can't remember. I'll check it in a minute. Right, so to do. Get other port from Limbase. Keep that down there. Okay. I wasn't even looking for that. I was looking for the IP. Limpy's shows. Base 64, you can tell by the double equals at the end. Base 64 doesn't always have double equals, but that's a padding characters, so it is fairly common for that. So we're going to echo this. Okay, we're going to echo it and pipe it into base 64. Decode. Huh. Okay. I don't know what we're looking at here. See if we can get root with that. Oh. Oh. Alright, okay. Well, that's the thing. Okay, we've got access as Mario now. That was totally out of left field, and I must have missed that before. But okay, that's fine. I'll tell you what we can now do, though. ls home Mario. Yeah, so cat Mario user.text. Really? How are we permission denied here? We're in Mario's home folder. Hang on a minute. How? Oh, it's owned by root, but it just said it's readable. Oh. Yeah. Huh. It says it's readable. What? Hang on. Perfect. So we can use less, which gives you just part of a file, or we can use head or something like that, which gives you part of a file. And we actually got the flag there. I reckon you could use strings as well, actually. Easy, easy. So I wonder why that is a thing. Because bin cat, we already know there's something weird about it because we had that here. Can read any file. I mean, that though, toad root. Right, let's leave that a second. I probably don't need the other port if we're doing this. I might do. Shall I just run limpies as Mario and see what we can do now? It might be worthwhile doing. I'm going to do that, but then probably there's, like I say, the other port, there's cronjobs as well. But whilst this is here, let's just see what this does. If there's anything new here, I need to be really careful looking through this after missing that environment variable. So I'm not sure if this is the most advanced user or what. Oh, I didn't check. I didn't check sudo, did I? Should check sudo. I'm an idiot. I'll do that in a minute. I'm getting bored of looking at Limpy's output. There's so much you can take, you know. Right, I need to check cron jobs. I need to check sudo. I need to check whatever port that is. 631. Remember that. Hang on. So sudo cron 631. There we go. I've got a list of things to check out now. And if there's anything else here worthwhile looking at, I shall. But I strongly doubt it. At the moment, anyway. Yeah, none of this looks different. Bin cat is still... Yeah, I don't like that toad is there, though. Do you know what? I'm just gonna... Right. Sudo L... Password was... that. Go away. Ooh, I can run user bin ID. So let's go back to here and look for ID. There isn't what? Huh. So what user bin ID does, I mean, I know what ID does generally, but is there anything different in here? Print user group information. I know that it doesn't look like there's anything different here. But there doesn't also seem to be a way to spawn a shell from here, according to GTFO bins. Interesting. Let me just check on cron jobs because I might as well. Okay, can't clear that. So it's wget http. Hang on. Uname. Okay. It is 64-bit. Okay. So wget http 10.14.102.67, and we're going to get the PSPy 64. We're going to change the mode of that, and then we're going to run timeout, so it only runs for 2 minutes. So that way we don't use a shell, because if we don't put this timeout on, then it's going to run pretty much forever, and the only way to kill it is with like a Control-C or something like that, and that will kill the shell out also. And we're going to try not to do that, so we're just going to put this 2-minute limit on it. If it doesn't find anything happening in 2 minutes, then we can maybe assume that there's no cron job happening. Some of them maybe run every 5 minutes. I might run it again actually with every 5 minutes, but we'll leave it for now. Just a reminder, PSPy or PSPy, I think it's PS because I think it's actually PS Spy, even though there's only one S in it. It checks for processes which are running, well, basically, really, if it's on a cron job and something fires at a certain time, it will let us know what that is, it'll let us know what it's running, it'll let us know who it's running as. And at the minute, it doesn't seem to be doing, it has got something. So UID is 0, so that's the root user. It's using curl to grab a file from mKingdom.thm85. It's grabbing a counter sh file, so it's a shell script, or a bash script, sorry. And then it's running bin sh, it's actually running that file. And then it's appending something into this uplog. It's grabbing a file from this location, then it's running it. Wow, I know exactly what to do here. Although there might be something stopping me. Let's have a look. I think that ID is a bit of a rabbit hole. I wonder where rabbit hole came from. I understand the term, you know, you're going down a rabbit hole and it, whatever. But it was always a red herring back when I was younger, and now all of a sudden everything's a rabbit hole, so whatever. I suppose rabbit holes keep going, don't they? See how deep the rabbit hole gets. Right, so that actually ran twice in the 2 minutes that we was running this, and it was exactly on the minute or 1 second after, whatever, that it was logged. So every minute it grabs this and then it runs it. Now here's the thing, it grabs it from mKingdom.thm. So I'm kind of wondering if okay. So because we're in the group Mario, we actually have rights to write to this file. Now, do you remember on our system, if we nano etc hosts, then we can put in like an IP address and then holiday.htb. So when we go to holiday.htb in a browser, it actually grabs it from here instead. That makes sense? So we can abuse this. etc hosts is writable by the Mario group, which we are a part of. So Toad wouldn't have been able to do this. This is why we needed the Mario user. That's good. So all we need to do is add, if I echo, what's my IP? 10, 14, 102, 67. And then mKingdom.thm, then what it's going to try and do is when it tries to grab this file from here, it's actually grabbing it from my IP. So what I'd quite like to do is create a netcat listener. on port 85. What am I doing? What am I doing? LVP. Sorry, I just had a massive brain fudge. Permission denied. Don't mind me, it happens sometimes. Brain fog. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm creating a listener on port 85. So if I echo that to etc host, now I'm aware that I'm going to be overwriting it, so maybe I should actually... No, because there's already been an entry. Let's overwrite the whole file. Let's do that. So I'm actually going to put this in quotes as well. If we echo this into etc host, then whenever the cron job runs, it will try and grab the file from my server. I've not got a server running. I've literally just got a netcat listener. So we'll see if we get the connection back. Let's do that. Right, so that's happened. So now we need to wait for the minute to be up, and we should get a connection of some kind, trying to get this counter.sh file. At least I'm hoping so, if my thinking is straight. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure how much longer to leave it. Am I thinking wrong? mKingdom.thm. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be making that connection back, so I kind of wonder what's... Oh, it's not putting a space or a tab or anything. So let's actually do this again. I'm sure the tab should have... I use tabs all the time rather than spaces. Let's use a space and see what happens. I'll put in a few spaces or whatever. Let's try this one more time. Because I'm not getting anything back here. Let's try that. THM. That's what we got. That's what it says here. So after app castle application counter, which we've actually not got any of this set up at all, but that's okay, we shall. Come on. Yes, there we go. So it's trying to get app castle application counter.sh, and then what's going to happen is it will grab that file, which doesn't yet exist, but it shall in a minute. It's going to grab that file and then it's going to run it. That's actually quite special. Okay, so let's kill this now. That's quite nice that that works. This works, so we can now create the file. Okay, so we need app castle application. So we're going to make app. Does that work? No, I don't think so. App castle application. And then nano. Well, what was the name of the file? Counter.sh. So let me just make a note of that. So now I can put whatever I want in here. So let's do a bin bash, and then we're just going to put in a reverse shell of some kind. It doesn't really matter which, to be fair. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Let's just use the basic bash shell right here. So that's 10, 14, 102, 67. And it's got 8080 here, so I think we're just going to leave that, to be honest. Let's go here. Kill that. Do this on 8080. Oh, I'll do that again just so I can make a note of this. But here. And now we need to do this again, but instead of netcat, we can do Python 3 HTTP server port 85. So that is waiting for the connection. It's going to grab our counter.sh. It should run it and hopefully send us a shell here. Hopefully, in theory. So let's just wait for this and see. Wait for the connection. I've not got too much faith in this plan, by the way. It makes sense logically, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to work. Got a little bit of faith in the plan. Won't be doing it otherwise. At least we know that the connection does come back, so that's quite good. Yeah, app castle application counter.sh app castle application. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. It will grab it, it will run it. Come on. Where's my connection back? Connect to my server. There we go, get. So it actually got it, and it has a 200 code, meaning okay. What's this done? 400 bad request device. That didn't work at all. Oh no. Oh, I'm not meant to do a HTTP server. I'm an idiot. Clear that. I need to do a netcat listener to get the shell back. Don't mind me, I'm stupid. Let's wait for the next connection. It happens, guys, honestly. Don't worry. I've had 2.5 hours karate training today. And I've been smashed in the head so many times that I've lost a few brain cells, I think. So, that's fine. There we go, we've got another one back. Still nothing, still nothing. Was it 8,000? Was it 8080? I can't remember. Let's try 8080 as well, just to be sure. But like I said, I've lost a few brain cells today. Definitely. I'm just getting tired as well. Excuses. I mean, the truth is, I'm just an idiot. So, it's fine. We don't care at this point. I think we've pretty much routed this. So, we'll wait for the third connection. And hopefully this time we'll have a nicer time. At least it's only a minute at a time. It could always be a lot worse, right? Let's wait for connection 3. So that's 45 minutes, 2 seconds, 46 minutes and 1 second. As soon as that hits 47 up here, it should pretty much appear here. And hopefully here. Hopefully. Right, here we go. For a third attempt, third time lucky. It says root at, but who am I, just to be sure? See, idiot, that's all I am. So cat root dot text. Yeah, whatever. Strings root dot text. Boom. Lovely stuff. So let me just put what happened in the other thing as well. Really, I only need to put it once. I don't need to let everybody put in my notes that I was stupid enough to have to do that 3 times. Lovely. Right, let's get this thing finished. First, let's kill this though. And this. And this. There's probably going to be some questions like, what was this? I've got to go back, I've got to go back. No, I know that it hasn't, because I did have a look. We can get rid of these, get rid of this, 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 and then just fill in the answer to these. What is user.text? I did get the user.text, didn't I? I did. Yes, I remember, because I had to use strings. Nice. And finally, what is the root.text? That was a really nice box. I enjoyed that one a lot. Boom. Thank you so much for joining. I thank you for bearing with me through. I'm sure you were all screaming like wrong port or wrong app or whatever. You know, it's fine. Don't worry. Wrong command. Don't worry. We got there. Thank you so much for joining. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share the video around. Share the playlist around if you can. And visit Nethemba.com for all your pen testing needs. Thank you and goodbye.